Good morning. Today is Wednesday the 18th. You can see on the agenda, today we're going to start a writing project that should take probably 2 or 3 days. We're going to write a compare and contrast paper. There's a graphic organizer posted in ELA, and we're going to compare two things and how they're alike, and we're going to contrast them by saying how they're different. I'm giving you an example of what I'm doing, and class will do it together, but for you, you can look online, and I'm going to post mine. On that paper, you open it like a Google slide. Remember the pencil and then the A, and you're going to type in. This does not have to be in complete sentences because you're going to take all this and you're going to write in complete sentences on a Google Doc, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow. I'm going to compare to Thanksgiving. So for me, let's see if I can find it here. Open that one. There we go. There's the chart and what it looks like. So where it says text 1, I'm going to put Thanksgiving this year. And then where it has text 2, that's going to be my Thanksgiving in the past. So I have the differences on the left is going to be Thanksgiving this year, and the differences, text 2, is going to be Thanksgiving in the past. So I'm going to compare them. And in the middle where it says similarities, remember that means how they're alike. So I could list on text 1, which is my Christmas or Thanksgiving this year, it's going to be at my brother's house. Now in the past, it's always been at my house. So I would just type that in. I don't know if it's let me do that or not. Okay, it isn't let me do that right now, but that's what you would do. Why it's not let me type? But that's what you would do. You open it up and click on the pencil. So you're going to click on, so you would click in there and you would type in. So that's one thing. This year it's going to be at my brother's house. Another thing I could list is this year there's not going to be as much food. Because another thing that's going to be different is there's going to be fewer people. And another thing that would be different is we probably won't be able to play football this year because of the fewer people coming. Another thing that might be different is maybe, I don't know about the weather, but if the weather would be different, that could be a thing. Another thing that would be different is we have a baby that's going to be at Thanksgiving this year that wasn't there in the past because it's just a baby. Another thing that's different is my daughter's going to be there with her fiance and his 3 kids. So that's going to be different this year. So the people who are there are going to be different. So list as many things as you can think of. And then over here in the past is like, well, it's usually at my house. We always play football. We always have to go down and mow off an area of the football field, and we get spray paint and we put lines on it, just like try to make it like a regular football field. Another thing we do is we usually have about 3 to 4 turkeys. We usually have a ton of food. I usually have to get ready and get my house all set up and get tables set up and all the napkins and all the dinnerware and all that, and I have to get all that ready. So I usually spend my Wednesday doing that, getting all that ready, because since we're out of school on Wednesday. Another thing that's different is that in the past that my Aunt Audrey has always been there. She's like 93 years old, and this year she won't be there because she's going to be in Oklahoma, so that might be a different. Something else that might be different is in the past, in the past that might be my aunt and uncle are there, or anything you can think of that it was this. Now anything in the middle is we're still going to have lots of food. Our family's still going to be gathering together. We still are going to be thinking about all the things we have to be thankful for. We'll still probably go outside and do something. It may not be football, it may be volleyball instead, but we'll still go outside and play something. We'll still probably play games. We'll still probably stay all day long. So anything the same was going to go here. So all that's true about one thing over here, but it can't be the same thing as over here. It has to be different. Maybe you say, well, my Thanksgiving is going to be the same this year as it always is. Well, if that's true, then don't pick Thanksgiving. Maybe pick something that you really know a lot about. That's why you're going to list 3 and then pick from there. Maybe you're going to write about, maybe there's 2 books you want to compare and contrast. Or maybe you want to contrast the book and the movie of the same title. Maybe you've read a Harry Potter book and watched a Harry Potter movie. So if you know that real well, you could do this. If you don't know it very well, it's going to be pretty hard. You could compare a video game to another video game. How are they alike? Goes here. what's the difference of this one compared to this one. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to say, this one's easy, this one's hard. This one you get 3 lives, this one you get 4 lives. You don't want to do that. That's not good writing. You want it to just be things, isolate things that make this unique, isolate things that make this unique. I know some of you are going to ask me, well, how many things do I have to have? Well, that's really up to you. You need quite a few things because you're going to end up writing a 2-paragraph paper on this. So the more things you have, the better. And one more time, you do not have to write in complete sentences. You can just kind of jot down ideas, but you need this filled out before you can start your paper. So today, what you need to do is you need to have this filled out and be ready to go tomorrow with writing your paper. So if you don't do this today and tomorrow we start the process of writing, it's going to be harder for you because you're not going to know exactly what to do. Okay, so make sure you do that. Going back to here, so you have all that on there. Picking a topic, list 3, T-chart. And down at the bottom it says that you were supposed to have done 2.4 on Cush, and so hopefully you did that. And then we're going to work on folders timeline. So if you don't have a folder, like one of you does not have a folder because you're just full-time remote, then you don't have to worry about that. But if you do have a folder, you're going to be writing down the timeline on the side. And so I'll probably try to message you later today to make sure that you know exactly what to do. I know some of you don't have a lot of room on the side, so we'll have to kind of figure out what you have room for. Okay? All right, so I think this is long enough for today. Some of you, there are a couple of you that have done nothing since you have been out. You have done nothing. You know how hard that's going to be to catch up on all that? This is not like last year in March where kind of it just it was okay if you didn't do some things. This is not like that. This is regular school. When you go mini remote, you're responsible to doing all the assignments in every subject every day. So it's going to be really hard for you to catch up. So my advice to you is you better get going because it's going to be hard enough now on catching up what you haven't done. So you should be reading the agenda. You should be looking on the stream every day, reading the message. If there's a video, you should listen to the video. And again, if you have any questions, you need to email, because we can't read your mind from this far away. So you're going to have to email and let us know any questions that you have. Okay? All right. Hope this is clear enough for you. If not, email me and I'll try to help you out a little bit more. But today, make your list, fill out that chart, have it ready to go for tomorrow. If you didn't complete 2.4, which is chapter 2, section 4, make sure you do that. We're getting close to where we're going to be done with Egypt, and we're going to have a test coming up here. So make sure you stay on top of those because there will be questions from those. Okay, have a good day. Bye.